The opening jump is won by Chicago.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Jackson to Drummond. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Look out for that same move on the next possession now.
Jackson.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Jackson to Luke Kennard. Down low for Griffin. Able to convert inside. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Easy path to the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Screen coming. Jackson. To Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Chicago basketball. Gets to the basket and scores.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Jackson and breaks it up. Shot from in close, no good. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. That's going to be out of bounds. Jackson. To Drummond. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. Baseline drive. Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Jackson to Griffin. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
They've got it in the open floor. Chicago with the possession. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Jackson with it. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Curling inside, throws it up. Oh, blocked away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Count it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Jackson with it. Down 8. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Reggie Jackson, couple of free throws on the way. A career 85% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Bulls with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. For 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Jackson with it. 9-point margin. With the interception, great defensive play. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and 1. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Jackson with it. Trailing by 11. Off the mark. Well contested. The flush, taking on all comers. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Jackson. To Drummond. The monster stuff. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
It's Chicago ball. Take stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Beyond the arc for three. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Jackson with it. 14-point deficit. Shot clock winding down. Griffin. Offensive board. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Blocked away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Nice pass to set things up. And he hits.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Jackson goes to the right side. Griffin to Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Old school equals high percentage.
Fires the three. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Detroit's ball. Jackson to Drummond. No good. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Jackson. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
With the interception. Deep left corner. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Rejected.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Trying to cash in. Cleans the offensive glass. Deep right corner. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. It goes down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Jackson with it. Down a bundle. Derrick Rose. Missed his first. That one goes.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. To Rose. Can't miss those. Nice swat that time.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Gets it in the left corner. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throws up and good. Three-point play. They continue to pour it on early. Pistons have it. Block shot. Stuffs it down with authority. Desperation shot here from half court. First quarter's complete. Nice cushion for the Bulls. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Griffin.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Griffin. Shot clock winding down. Almost, but no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Rose. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Deep two there, won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Has a look. Rose's shot off the iron, no good. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Got a piece of it. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Good work to step in front. The pass taken away.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Here comes the screen. He got a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Got it. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. To Rose. Drive here, but the shot stays out. Lets it fly from long range and drains it.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Oh, blocked away. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. Gets it in the right corner. Chicago with 4 to shoot. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. Got a piece of it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Stuffs it down with authority.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
The screen sets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Drummond. Shot from the lane won't go. Goes to the left side. Five to shoot for the Bulls. 4-3. Knocks it down in the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that three-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs. There's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
And he connects at the line. The possession in favor of Detroit. The drive right to the basket.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Jackson. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's 3 for 7.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Blake Griffin.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Pistons ball here. Reggie Jackson rocks the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Drummond sends it away. And they called a foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And hits the first free throw.
For the Detroit Pistons, number 6.
He makes them both. Jackson with it. Down a bundle. To Luke Kennard. Driving right to the basket. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Jackson.
I got ball. That's me.
The drive right to the basket. Got a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
From long range. Not easy.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Nothing going here on that drive. Jackson. To Griffin. Driving right to the basket. Oh, nice swat.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
The drive right to the basket. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll take a moment to talk things over. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Jackson to Drummond. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
And he misses that one free throw. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Oh, he's denied.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
trying to cash in. Swings it. Can't connect.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
For the Detroit.
Reggie Jackson at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First try, no good. Oh, he missed on a pair. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Number 33.
It's Detroit's ball. Jackson to Luke Kennard. Short jumper stays out. Deep left corner. Fires the 3. Tough shot. He hits.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Defense was ready. Reggie Jackson unable to hit. And the finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Jackson with it. His guys down big. To Luke Kennard. And it's rejected.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Jackson knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Griffin to Reggie Jackson. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And the rebound comes down to Griffin. Pistons have it. To Luke Kennard. And the denial. That's going to be out of bounds. Jackson. And takes it away.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Oh, big finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Jackson to Luke Kennard. Jackson. Not that time. He missed it. Great feed.
Gotta shoot that.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Bulls with the rock. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Bulls entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Chicago Bulls. The Pistons have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Defense.
The Chicago Bulls are exhibiting some great defense. They're refusing to let shooters get comfortable and showing great anticipation in the passing lanes.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
The possession in favor of Detroit.
That's me. I
Jackson. Oh, he blocked it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Turns and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Jackson with it. He'll run the offense.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Short jumper off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
He throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
For three, and he can't end a put-back slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Jackson with it. Down a bundle. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Blake Griffin pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Pistons ball here. Kennard to Jackson. Not going to have it this time.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Beyond the arc for three. Another chance around the perimeter. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Turns, pops, and finishes. The abuse at the rim for Blake Griffin. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
To Reggie Jackson. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Pass stolen by Detroit.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Has a chance, won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Nothing going here on that drive. Lays it up and in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. From the outside, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Well, leaves the defender in the dust. Cash is in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Jackson. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Off the mark at the line. It's a big finish.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Lets it fly from long range. It's good. And he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a four-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm. And that's what we saw.
Free throw good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. It's Detroit's ball.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you. Hey, match up, match up, match up.
Probing the defense. Baseline drive. And scores.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. He's denied.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Has a look. Slams it home on the putback.
He's a relentless scorer. It doesn't matter if you stop him once. He's going to keep coming at you time and time again.
Pistons have it. Rose to Luke Kennard. Sizing up the defense. And counted at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
For three. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Rose into the front court. His guys down big. down the lane. The shot won't fall. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
From long range. Cleans it up. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
I don't know if it was so much the bounce or the vertical. I think it was more so the reach. That's what happens when you have a 7+ wingspan.
Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Curling inside. Oh!
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Chicago possession. Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Here comes the screen. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout call by Chicago as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Number 1, Reggie Jackson.
Bulls have it.
Entering the game for Chicago, number 23.
And the basket good at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Jackson to Luke Kennard. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Off the assist.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Jackson driving right to the basket. Gets it in the left corner. And scores, plus the foul. You have to respect every part of his game. Blake Griffin going to the line for a chance at 3. Like a smooth operator, Dwayne Casey will make some moves right now. Blake Griffin at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 68%. Free throw up and good. It's a 3-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Bulls with it. Goes to the left side. Blake Griffin, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Not bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 1, Reggie Jackson.
Nice finish at the rim. right down the lane, but the shot won't go. The drive, right to the basket. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. The possession in favor of Detroit. To Rose. Trying to cash in. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Deep left corner. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Screen coming.
Hey, feed me, I'm hot.
The screen sets him up for 2.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Driving right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Now a steal on a very lazy pass there.
Got him. Good trap.
Fires the 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Ice.
Curling inside. Right time. Right player.
Can't teach height.
Rose. The jumper's off the mark. And scores. Strong take.
The assist from number 33.
Pistons ball here. It's a turnover as they head the other way. In the slam.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Here we go.
To Drummond. Short jumper misses. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
Swing it right here.
Oh, he couldn't get it to go. The drive, right to the basket. Layup goes down. Well done. deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. It has been all Bulls. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. All by himself, creates his own shot there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
For three. Oh, that's how it's done.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
And he finishes at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. No good. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Whoa! What a finish.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Rose into the front court. Down a bundle to Griffin. Screen coming. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. From the painted area, won't go down. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
to Rose. Has a look. Rose's shot no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Fires the three, buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
It's Detroit's ball. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Big finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
To Rose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Chicago basketball. Deep right corner. Going to launch beyond the arc. Now that's a contest.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
To Rose. Can't connect from in close. Trying to cash in. Rebound taken down by the Pistons. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Knocked loose. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a well-designed offense or just poor defense? Maybe a little bit of both.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Lets it fly from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
4-3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. Dwayne Casey will shift gears and make some changes. And count the basket.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Jackson with it. His guys down big. To Drummond. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Drummond. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day. Jackson with it. He'll run the offense. Chicago with the possession. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
And a throwdown.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Got it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact. Focusing on the rim.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
For Detroit, number 13. Into the game for the Bulls, number 30.
Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss. Jackson to Griffin. And stuffs it home. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Pass stolen by Detroit.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Not that time. And draws the foul.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Knocks down the first.
For Detroit, number 25, Derrick Rose.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Pistons have it. And count the basket inside.
You see, this is why players get out here hours before the game and they get a really good lather.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Jackson to Luke Kennard. Driving right to the basket.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
5 seconds to shoot. Rebounds claimed by Detroit.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Bulls with the basketball. Pistons clear the board. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Has a chance. To Rose. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And draws contact. So, it's Griffin going to the line for two.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Blake Griffin has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. Nope. First one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls were merciless in this game. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls. The Pistons
lost this game long before the final buzzer.
My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Defense.
The Chicago Bulls put under pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.